Yeah, what's going on, everyone? It's JR Special here, back with another video, and I got, once again, joining me is Mr.Z over here. He's just sitting there at the moment. We're gonna just have a conversation about various different things today, nothing quite specific, so we might be bouncing off a few different things. Mostly, as always, Nintendo related though, so let's just get into a little discussion. I'll title the video later, because obviously this is kind of a spur of the moment thing. So, let's go. So, what did you want to talk about, Andre?
Alright, first things first.
Mr.Z. Why do you ever you want
to say it's wonderful to be here today to talk to the people listening or watching this.
Cool.
And to be with Mr. J or JL Fresh or whatever I want to
Whatever you want to call it, yeah.
Alright, No Man's Sky, like, I've heard crazy things about this, yeah.
Right.
But I'm just wondering why the concept hasn't been done yet.
Well, I think mostly because of computing and gaming hardware limitations. To be able to have a game that's constantly generating new materials, new ideas, new outlooks, and all sorts of different things that you're traveling through seamlessly. It probably wasn't possible before on things like PS3 and stuff like that, because I remember when Rocksteady announced Arkham Knight, they said that the Batmobile itself, the data comprised of the Batmobile itself, couldn't be generated on an Xbox 360. That's how advanced it was. So I think this game might be another example of that, where it's too complicated to just use, oh yeah, let's just make this crazy idea. Like, you have to wait for the technology to catch up with you. I'm not sure exactly how it works, but from what I've seen, it kind of seems that way. So,
aren't we not playing with consoles that are PCs now?
Well, yeah. You make a very good point. We are playing with consoles that are practically, I think, low to mid-range gaming PCs.
Alienware PCs?
Yeah, definitely. Like, not like the most banging version of an Alienware PC, but yeah, definitely. Because you can buy. Well, you can go on different websites and they can suggest to you, if you wanted a console-leveled gaming PC, they can tell you how to either build one or just to buy one straight from the box. And you can just... And it would basically be the same specs as the PS4 or the Xbox One. But obviously, because of the way that they're formatted, it would play a bit differently. But I think, yeah, only PCs probably could handle games like that up until this point. But I know that you're as interested as you are in No Man's Sky. That's not the game that you're focusing on necessarily. It's more the concepts that interests you.
Yeah, it is the concept, yeah. And then thinking, well, if they can do that and randomly generate like games like Terranium, bad example because they're really low graphic and easy to be generated.
Okay.
But it's the same concept.
Yeah.
And then obviously the famous game called Minecraft.
Yeah, Minecraft is like the king of kings.
So yeah,
when it comes to that kind of
generated, digging,
stuff,
finding stuff, and,
yeah,
you know,
levels, all that kind of,
all that jazz.
Yeah.
So you're taking it to the space level, which that's absolutely amazing. But then if it's anything like the other two games I've mentioned, that means that everyone can have their own individual planet. So what you have got is an endless space, like, which is literally like our universe anyways, but it's just the internet, and you've got everyone's planet in a particular type of space, and they can customize it in any way they want. So really, that's what they should be doing, and if that is the case, then you no longer need to play any other game.
Yeah, because I mean,
to that point
it basically it never ends. So it's kind of like, how do I? Like, I think it would be kind of. I think I mentioned it in the previous video, because this is one of those games I'm looking forward to on the PS4, and it's kind of like you have this whole idea where you can stop playing the game for like a month or maybe two, then you come back to it and you play it again. It's like playing a whole new game because you're finding new stuff. And I think, like you said, the next logical step for a game like this is to make user-generated content that you can kind of anchor in a part of the game somewhere. So like if, for example, you have people on your friends list playing the game too, they can invite you to their little corner of that universe, and they could go to your planet, and you could. I think what would be really cool is if you could make it like you could set missions for them, like find this orb on the planet, or
force them to land in a certain place in the planet.
All sorts of crazy stuff. All sorts of crazy stuff. Like search that cave, but they don't know there's like that crazy boss in there that you created.
Well, you know you're gonna have these crazy Mario Maker things, yeah.
It's like
you
Mario
land
Maker
on the planet, and there's gonna be a next flipping crazy Snapdragon Bowser Leviathan there, yeah,
type thing,
which will just slap you in the face, yeah, and then it won't even kill you. When it slaps you, it takes all your money and belongings instead. So you're like, wait, why am I not dead? What's going on?
And then you check your inventory,
account, all your levels, and everything, and then your bank account's empty as well. That's how raw it'd be.
I think that would be cool. Yeah, because like you said,
it'd be cool. Your bank account's empty. Yeah?
No. Not
PlayStation's had it many times already.
Not robbing you, not robbing your actual bank account. The whole idea that that you could create something that was capable of following those kinds of commands. I think that would be really cool. But to bring it back to our focus of the channel itself, well, not necessarily, because we said that we would talk about other things, but Nintendo need to jump on some of that bandwagon, I think.
They do, yeah.
Because I think that kind of... Not to say... I'm always trying to tread carefully when I go into this area. I'm not trying to say that Nintendo should become Sony and Microsoft. Because I don't... That's the last thing I want them to do. But that doesn't mean I want them to be completely alienated from things that are trends. Like, there's nothing... Okay, unless you're not being a follower... Because Nintendo have never really been our followers. They've been innovators more than... Well, all the time. They're always innovating. But there's nothing wrong with subscribing to certain things that work. So I think this whole idea of like procedural generated stuff, that's kind of like the future now. Like a lot of people are going to be like, we want games where I can always just dip in, dip out. Because not so many people, like, you have games like Witcher and Fallout that are really big, but they have ends at the end, and then you have your side quests that go on forever, but there is an end. But because it's so big and you're giving them so much, you're kind of like, oh, I can't be bothered to finish it now, I'm just going to get to a certain point. That's good, and maybe I'll come back. But with procedural generated stuff, it's like, I know I can never finish it, so I'll stop playing it for a while, come back, and it will be like it's fresh again. And I think...
But no, to interrupt though, but how you could stabilize that, if you could make your own planets, you can make your own galaxy. And then eventually, if it's like galaxies,
that kick was
don't misunderstand that. It wouldn't take ages. Making a planet and putting bare things on it, would take time.
That's like Super Mario Maker on a whole other level.
Exactly, but if you wanted to structure something like that crazy, then obviously each world or what planet you went on would be a level, and obviously follow a system. So they could effectively completely like, oh yeah, I went to Jay Fresh's system, did all these 7 planets or whatever, and completed it basically. And I got something for it after.
Put it to bed quite nicely.
And then they feel like they've done something. Because some people, like on online games, they make their own goals. Oh, I just want to beat all the biggest bosses in the game, and then I'm done. Regardless if the game keeps updating. Right?
That's true.
That's how
true.
Some people escape.
That's
some people do want to keep playing, and that's cool. Let them play it until they're tired out. And they find out that the universe is endless. But until then, like, let them have fun, because that's the basis of all games. They must have fun.
Yeah, I completely agree that fun should never be sidelined for spectacle, which I think is some of the reasons I think certain games people praise or laud, I don't really get. Like, I'm not going to mention any games in case of backlash. People start trying to kill me. No, but there are certain games that I'm kind of like, I don't see why you like it. Like, the game's not fun. It looks great, but it's not so fun. But a problem, I think, is striking that balance, because you don't want it to look ugly in this state now where everyone's kind of so mindful of what games actually look like. You can't have your game looking slack, and that's why I think Nintendo have been scrutinized so heavily with the Wii U. Is that when it first came out, the graphics were acceptable, but we knew when the PS4 and Xbox One came out, it was going to get engulfed in deep graphic problems, and it's just happening. Like,
because that's why Wii U came out first. They were trying to get their bit of money. It's been like,
and the Wii had dropped a lot of momentum at that point, because basically everyone had one anyway. So you can't sell more of what people already have. Like, no.
And then there was the bad sales name as well, where they were calling it Wii U as well.
Yeah, and it was that first E3.
I was working in a store.
It was the first Wii U.
I'm not bad mouthing game. I'm gonna get that clear. But when I was in game, when people asked me, what can I get with Wii? Can I play this on? I was going, it's a Wii U. the customers' reply or families' replies were, "What is that for upgrade? So I can upgrade my
Like,
current Wii."
Yeah, like
Or-
iPhone and iPhone 7 or
yeah, stuff
6
like that.
and 6S type
They
thing.
they
No.
were completely baffled. They just
Yeah.
didn't get it.
I think that was one of the main
sometimes
problems.
when you put number on stuff, as basic and rubbish as an uncreativity is,
Like Sony, let's be honest.
if you've got
It shows
family
it's a
audience,
clear
you have to
differentiation.
exactly. You
Absolutely.
have to make it clear.
Yes, I completely agree. Because I think that first E3 when Nintendo showed the Wii U off was where it kind of got a lot of people confused because they showed that tech demo with that bird flying in the garden and it was real pretty and they were like, oh yeah, you know, this is that spicy graphics. And then they showed the concept video of what it would be like to play, and then you had the person putting the gamepad on the floor and using a Wii remote.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, so it's a Wii.
Was that the golf thing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was like, so it's a Wii then. And then have the gamepad like drawing, but because it didn't have the console there itself to show it, they were just showing the gamepad. And I know they were trying to focus on this is the new way to play, but you need to show them that it's tethered to a new console, not just because we know that you can use Wii control pads and all that stuff for the Wii U, because it is the successor to the Wii, so they're not going to just drop it. It's not like GameCube and the N64, which were completely different. This is supposed to be the successor to the Wii. Wow, man got caught in mouth. Which
Come
means
on, Blair, get yourself together, man. Come on, man.
Yeah, but even I'll admit, I understood, but I was a little bit baffled as to, well, not what it was, but why Nintendo chose to do that. So I think at this E3, Nintendo just need to beast it completely. Just like I said in one of the previous videos.
So Jay, what do you want them to do with the console firstly?
Okay.
Let's talk about the console
Okay.
as Nintendo. What do they need to do?
Okay, I have a list here. It's not finished.
Oh man, we're gonna be here all night. Man.
No, we're not. We're not.
We're
not.
Picnic,
I'm not gonna.
Drinks.
I'm not gonna.
I'm ready. Go.
I'm not gonna say all of them. I'm just gonna say a few because I might make this another video. So I'm not gonna.
For people that are listening, if you have to suffer through the list, just fast forward, to 999 hours.
Oh my god!
Where I actually say something again.
I'm not.
But don't worry about it. Just fast forward. It's cool.
It's not gonna be that long. Okay, I'm only gonna mention two things. I think. Okay, not maybe like three. But like, I think one of the most important things Nintendo have to do, and it might seem really basic and obvious, that Sony and Microsoft, which is surprising considering what those two are like, didn't see forthcoming, is bigger hard drives. So you need to have, I'm talking like basic version needs to be 750 gig. Premium or standard is 1 terabyte, and like the ultimate version needs to be at least 2 terabytes because
if they brought out a terabyte, which none of the consoles have the consoles done it
Yeah,
yet?
Sony, they've
think
started doing it now.
I think Nintendo should do a terabyte as a
Straight
start,
away, yeah,
to start.
absolutely.
Just to let you know, bam.
Exactly.
And I'm also a slayer.
Yeah, straight off the bat, beast mode. We're not even, just beast.
Don't flirt with your customer.
Yeah.
Just go in.
Just go in. Just be like, beast mode. Are you ready?
Yeah. Are you ready?
Beast.
Let them go like, oh, it's just space, and then send out the other warriors, innit?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Because
let them know.
Because since these games are becoming so big, you need space.
You do. It just needs to be able to handle crazy crap. It just
does.
So when people that are not Nintendo are trying to make stuff for you, they are allowed. They have no limits.
They have no problem. No problem. Exactly. No problem. They're just like, it's all good, you know. It's all good. Like it's all great.
Because the things that we've seen and experienced now, that's what we want to keep feeling. We want to feel more, even better, always striving for more.
Yeah.
Alright, we don't want to be limited. Yeah, it's wonderful to use imagination and create these crazy imaginative stuff like Shovel Knight and banging music, which I don't know how they've done in this age. Because I listened to one Shovel Knight music, I was like, man,
it's so good.
That was so banging.
That game is so great.
But yeah, I'm gonna come off the subject. Innit? Like, what's your second thing for Nintendo?
I think Nintendo need to do on the gamepad screen. It needs to be like 1080p.
Okay.
Because I was just using it the other day to watch TV shows, not on Netflix or anything, like online, and the resolution is there, but it would just be nice to say that you have that upper roof. Like it's a small thing. I think I'm not.
Oh, okay, that's cool, yeah. I get that, yeah. But you remember that thing we were talking about maybe last video where we have part of the controller is still the screen and that, and that you've got now the screen has become the camera. So your gamepad, for example, is not only black anymore, yeah. It's whatever color the game you're playing type thing.
Yeah.
Or a setting. If you save the scheme like you got on the DS, yeah, it just becomes your controller. Turn it around, you got a moving animated forest behind it for Turok or something, for example. And then the dinosaur just pops up to distract you for whatever reason, or somehow implement that into gameplay. Now that would be crazy. Right?
That would just completely change the way you play.
It's in your hand, it is just so different. You know, it's this console.
Yeah,
it's hitting
like
you.
a completely defining
not just
feature.
A nice controller, or it has a similarity to the PS or whatever. Just something, just space age.
Yeah,
like we're willing to take the step here and go, whoa, this is it.
Yeah, because it's like, I don't know if you saw it. There was a leaked control pad concept. Hold on, let me just quickly.
I think this is the one we're talking about, my friend.
Yeah, I think it might.
But while you're searching this, I'm just gonna keep going.
Yeah.
So you got the controller that's doing all that space age stuff. Yeah. But then you've also got obviously the blowing thing that it already has, the camera that it already has. Implement that into games.
Into gaming.
I'm gonna leave this for another chat. Yeah. But obviously the Star Fox idea for the DS, yeah, that was banging. It was a simple idea, but it was only local.
Do you want to go into a little detail of what it was?
Just that little thing there, yeah, could have been put 20 things into
For
that.
viewers that don't know, what features are you speaking about? Because we know what it is, but not everyone might know.
So obviously, you got the Star Fox game. If anyone that has played it, when they're talking, Fox's face comes up, and they say, "All right, team, blah blah blah." For example, you could change it up, obviously do the storyline for Star Fox, and then you get to be on me, or even better, the surprise is it does your meat and then it just shows your face and then bangs it out like that for starters. And you're like, oh crap, whoa.
That would be cool.
And if that's NX and people are going to be thinking, what, is that the new visual? Some people get tricked by that, but don't get tricked.
Don't be deceived.
One day, little bit of it really quickly. GameCube, yes, Rogue Squadron, the first game on there.
Oh yeah.
My dad was all happy, like, whoa, this is the graphics, and I was like, calm down, son. Father, calm down.
Calm down.
That's just the DVD, the player, okay.
Yeah.
I was like, whoa, this is smacked it. There's no console that can beat this. He was going so hyped, man. He left the house, started shouting down the road. I was like, man.
Yeah, no, but Rogue Squadron, even now, that's a very, very impressive looking game. Like,
it is
and that GameCube,
and it had the award-winning fog effects in it. Best fog, and I was like, when I played it, I was like, yep, damn right.
Fair
I
enough.
can't see nothing. But going back on the subject, because obviously I was using that as an example, the Rogue Squadron thing. Yeah. Obviously, your face would come up. You could talk to your friends by just pressing the button. You record it. You get that kind of similar voice command of what Fox would speak like if you wanted it, or if you just wanted to be clear. Then you could communicate with your friends if it was just a multiplayer deathmatch, and be like, oh yeah, jump on the plane, have the option to get out. I know people like to fly and play it and be Star Fox the way it is, yeah. But
the whole
Star
idea
Fox
of
is
getting
also
out
a badass in Smash, hand to foot. So give him some melee combat skill or some badassery type thing, like Bayonetta, where he does next things.
Cool. I think so. More or less, what you're saying is you could use the gamepad camera as like a live feed.
Yes.
So it feeds into the game. So when you're flying,
I don't want the game to struggle though, because I know when you're doing a video feed and you're playing something and then it's online,
it needs to have that beastly processing.
And then you've got and you've got 8 people doing that.
That would be hectic.
I'm not gonna ask for magic, okay?
Yeah.
Every console has its limits. That's
I think
fine.
They could just limit that to the 8-player multiplayer mode, and then you have your bigger multiplayer mode, like Team Deathmatch, where you have to take that off.
Yeah,
but that would be cool. But also, I like that highlight that you're saying, being able to get out of the ship. I think, like you rightfully pointed out, Star Fox is a beastly hand-to-hand combatant. So having him being able to actually get out of the ship and fight, like it could be like a third-person view, like Mass Effect.
Or connect the ship crazily like this, and then they're stuck together, so you have to get out of the ship, you have to bang man off or whatever, and then, take parts from the ship as well, so you add it to your next things like that.
That would be cool.
Kick it off and
that would be really cool.
I don't want to go in right now about the whole idea of Star Fox, That is a video on its own, okay?
But we're glazing over it.
We're glazing over it for an example for the because I'm telling you, man, the racing potential on that one game is just immense. It's too much for me. I'm fainting, yeah, ever slowly, just mentioning it. Like, I was keeping it secret because I was going to do it myself. I was just going to make it myself, but they're taking too long. I'm taking too long in all honesty. And I've got things to do. And I don't, like, most ideas go to the graveyard. Yeah. So, if the game is created regardless, I'll be happy.
Cool. Alright.
Right. So the third point. Did you find the thing you was looking for? Because remember, I was only talking to...
Yeah, no, I didn't. But never mind. Basically, it doesn't matter. Like, Google is just being weird right now. Basically, the control has like a weird oblong. And like, it has these weird, like, the control sticks, like, concaved into it.
Yeah. And
then it's like, the whole back is like the screen, and it's kind of like showing an image. But I was thinking, as soon as I saw it, I was like, yeah, that's fake. Like, it looks completely uncomfortable to hold. And if it's meant to be the main control pad, that would be worse than the gamepad we have now.
To be honest though, if anything looks bagging, it doesn't even matter if it looks kind of rubbish, to be honest. It feels rubbish. If you have some niceness in your hand, you'll just get used to it. Unless it's spiking, unless it's digging in your hand and it's proper like bleeding out and it's really uncomfortable, yeah. No one's gonna say no to it because they'll be like, people just love pretty things for starters.
That's true because
that's most of the audience.
The gamepad was that for me. I thought it was a little bit dumb, but like the back has got that continuous arch, whatever you want to call that separates.
But you know what it's for though.
But I know obviously it's like finger rests. But when I first got it, I was like, this is just, what the heck is this? But now I love it. Like, it's my TV remote now. Yeah. It's that beastly gamepad. When I first
got the gamepad, yeah, I was feeling it. I'm not going to lie. I was actually on a different wave. And I was like, I don't care what no one says.
Yeah.
Some people call it a leapfrog toy.
But leapfrog is like, educating a bag of children, so how's that bad? How's that a bad thing?
Because obviously some adults in it are like, nah man, I want only banging stuff in it.
Yeah, they want it to
look
serious.
They're not ready to expand.
But that's why I liked that Sony changed from the DualShock 3 control pad to the DualShock 4, because this control pad is the best control pad they've ever made, period. Like, it's so comfortable to use. Yeah. And I can bang out games for hours on hours and it doesn't get uncomfortable.
When I first saw it though, the PS4 one, I thought they were just trying to really cheat.
Yeah, trying to just do a quick rebrand.
Like, what's the point?
Yeah, why? The touchpad is good, but
we know
it's not touchscreen.
When the Wiimotes came up for the Wii, yeah,
they quickly tried to steal that.
Doing next
PlayStation Move was a fail of failures.
Then I had that camera thing that obviously Xbox did first.
Yeah, Kinect,
well.
yeah.
And I was like, well, that's what Sony does, isn't it? But Sony's not afraid to do it. Like, Sony will give you what you want, though. That's the only thing I would say all they do.
That is,
they do well.
They do. They go, you want graphics? We'll give you that.
If people are having fun with the Wiimotes, like, all right. So they'll be like, yeah, we'll give you what you want. Nintendo won't do that, you see. They like to be unique.
I think that's why it's a blessing and it's a curse, because Nintendo are very known for being quite stern about doing what they want as opposed to what people tell them they want them to do. Yeah. But I think they're starting to make changes now. Cause
definitely.
They're this whole going into mobile and kind of branching out their IPs into like theme parks and movies and all that kind of stuff. People have been asking them to do that since like the 80s. And they tried a few times and it was a little bit weird, like with that Power Glove, not Power Glove, it was like that, The Master or something? It was like that film in the 80s. No, it was like some film in the 80s, but this dude was playing that Nintendo's Championship or something. I can't remember what it's called. And then there was that Mario film with Bob Hoskins in it, which was terrible. But now they're like doing other stuff. But what I think Nintendo are doing and need to continue doing is not being so scared to just say, okay, we're going to do a few things that people like. Like, this next console, don't bother making it all fancy schmancy colours. Just make it black. Like, no one wants... Okay, I said that wrong. I said that wrong.
You did it wrong, yeah. Okay, I'll let you go.
I said that wrong.
I'll let you off, Jay. Yeah,
what I mean is...
That wasn't so fresh there.
Have the base version of the console obviously be black. But you have your limited editions and your special editions where you have like your white version or your crystal ice white and platinum silver and all that nonsense. Then you can have like what Microsoft and Sony do sometimes is like game specific limited editions.
So what you're saying, yeah, like you have your basic white and black here, which is
Yeah.
the basics, but then you'll have the crystal black and the
Yeah,
crystal white. With
you can have like matte
gradient,
and shiny,
and the colours a
and
bit more shinier.
all
It's
of
got
that kind of
unique
jazz.
look
If
to
you
it.
want to do that, yeah,
Yeah,
I
okay.
think that would be cool.
I think that's the way to go. Don't
Yeah.
go with the same basic colours anymore.
No, exactly. Like,
more,
because then it could fall short again of people not. I mean, Nintendo have already said it's not the Wii U, so people aren't going to go, oh, it's just the Wii U again. They're not going to say that. No, that's cool. It's cool. Mr.Z is a very. He's a very busy man.
I'm a
He's
busy
a
guy,
very busy
man.
man.
Like people just calling players up, you know.
This guy.
This guy. Carry on, man. Sorry about that. Like,
No, it's all
unprofessional,
good.
man. Unprofessional.
No, it's all good. So no, but I think with the NX, I just want to see Nintendo show something, like you said, something that's really unique to what they've done before, but it's still paying homage to what they've done before. So that's what I think, and it seems pretty obvious. Full backward compatibility. Wii U all the way back to NES, like, and even like they've branched out of like different consoles too, like Sega, maybe their back catalogue. Oh man, that's beastly. You have that day. If they could bring out some virtual console stuff day one,
Yeah.
that would straight away eliminate game drought like the Wii U
They
had.
need to get on that, like, just. I don't know why they do this thing where they bring out things later and stuff when.
Just bring out a bag of games straight away.
Yeah, no, just bang it out.
That's what killed the Wii U.
I know you want to be like, yeah, we want to keep something coming out or surprise people like, yeah, we finally brought this back out. If you're gonna do that, you're only gonna want to do that with games you've revamped and put extra 3D or whatever madness on it, or giving games that are
HD
multiplayer that were
remasters and
only local, like what they're doing with Pokemon Red now type thing.
Yeah.
You had to use a link cable. You don't now.
You don't have to
They've
do
done
that.
it upgrade so they wireless it now. Basically.
Yeah.
Same thing basically.
Yeah, you
Whatever
can't. Basically, don't just rehash the game. Like, give a person a reason to want to repurchase it. Yeah,
Exactly.
like a HD
There was
remaster.
a game like
or...
the first Kirby 4-player game, Mirror something World.
Okay, yeah.
And I was like, yeah, I'm on that. Yeah, probably
Kirby's
downloaded
Beast.
it. And it
Kirby
was telling
is
me I
beast.
needed a Game Boy Advance cable. I was
Man, we're like,
I was pissed. I was
no
like-
way, that's deep.
So but yeah, off subject again. And like, we're on about Nintendo.
What do you
things
think
need to
that
do?
they should bring for this E3?
E3. Alright.
Well, okay,
So,
what do you-
we discussed
what
that.
do you
The
think the
controller
E3
needs
should
to
be?
banging, yeah.
Okay.
It needs to have the next dimensional sexiness. We know they're not gonna do it, but they should. We've talked about obviously advertisement as well, getting that correct.
Okay.
Alright, not the name branding and all that. Just don't confuse people. Calling it Wii U.
I don't,
Maybe.
I don't think they're gonna
I
call
might
it
have a
Wii
nosebleed
U
and jump off something high.
I don't think they're gonna call it Wii U.
What was the first other thing you said?
That
as
would
well?
be
Like,
terrible.
What was the other one? Like, oh no, we were talking about space. Bringing
Yeah.
out the space.
Space,
Start
yeah.
with terabyte. Start going out. Hard.
Hard
and
body
then
stuff.
It was space, and what else was it?
Do you
Another
think?
one.
Do you think that they should have more exclusives? Because I don't think that's an issue for Nintendo.
No,
Because
they're
their IP, then oh man,
No, but that's
I
a
just
different
can't even
subject. So I'm
speak.
not on games yet, though. Still.
Okay.
I'm on about just the console.
Oh, alright.
But no, to answer that question though, no, IPs is an issue for them, not really.
Yeah, it's not.
I just think that some of them, like Kid Icarus, should be turned onto a console version and expanded more. That game did really well, but it's a shame that Sakurai kind of owned it. So that unless Sakurai goes, yeah, I'm feeling doing the devil one, man, putting the console doing these crazy bangers, because that game was just amazing.
Oh
The
yeah,
game
it
hard
was.
when you wanted to go in more.
It was so difficult, but it was a really, really fun. And the multiplayer was ridiculously good.
Yeah.
I was like,
he
3DS
did, he did Smash, but in 3D effectively.
I was
on a
kind of
3D
like,
format.
I played it and I was just thinking, wait a minute. 3DS can play multiplayer games like this? Like, why doesn't it all have multiplayer games like that? That's how good it was.
Yeah.
So,
But obviously we got a Mr. Team Sora, like he just brings out banging games. every
he is
time.
that guy. He
just
like,
does
I
that. He
kind
knows
of
what
agree.
people want.
Some people are like, he's just that next Miyamoto, and I kind of have to agree with that. He's that beast.
He is beast. Oh,
So,
well, yeah,
more
off the
games from him,
subject
thank
again,
you very
though.
much. It's easy to go off subject though. More games from him, I say.
Yeah, exactly. Like, he's doing F-Zero next or something like that. That's what he plans to do.
Is he? Don't say that if it's not true.
Well, it was an announcement on the conference time ago when he was still finishing up with Smash.
He said he was going to
Obviously,
do F-Zero.
F-Zero, yeah.
Don't say that, fam.
Like F-Zero though, like
No. Did he actually say that?
he didn't agree, but obviously
Okay,
when they did the announcement for Smash, do you remember that? And he didn't even agree to that yet.
Okay.
He just finished.
It was one of those.
It was one of those.
Don't get me gassed, you know, because F-Zero is that game I've been waiting for. 2 generations they've skipped it. No Wii U, no Wii. And it would have been perfect on the Wii U.
I'm not saying I shouldn't be saying this yet, but for me though, like F-Zero is just a racing game, innit?
No,
and I feel like it needs a bit something.
Did you play GX?
I played all of. No, I didn't play the GameCube one.
Oh, then that's why you don't know.
Visuals, though,
It's not. It was a whole nother level. You could create cars and stuff, and the story mode was deep. Fam, ting one there, you know.
Don't even believe me, but
no, but it's because you didn't play it, so that's why you can't believe me. Damn right. No, see what it was is I think
we're off the
on the
subject
Wii
again,
U.
though. It's on the console, man.
No, but we let's just say this is the segue into game.
Oh.
Big kick misses. Body kick, look at that. That's it. She's out. Oh, wow. What a knockout. Landed a gigantic kick for the knockout.